Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday the 27th. I'm FX Plu. My snowman might have melted, but at least I'm back on the air wheel. So let's dive into it. We passed a pretty grim milestone yesterday. 100,000 COVID deaths have now been reported. And it's easy to argue that the government has therefore not met their objectives of managing the pandemic. But their challenge of balancing public health with economic health is certainly not unique to the UK. Europe's facing a similar dilemma, and Angela Merkel admitted yesterday that the virus is still out of control on the continent. A feather in the hat, perhaps, for the Brexiteers. Looking ahead, Sunak has his budget due early on in March. And the country may well still be in lockdown, and a double dip recession is all but guaranteed. So can we expect further fiscal and monetary stimulus? It's likely that they're needed to boost growth and stimulate the recovery. So watch this space, I say. In the market, sterling remains range bound against the dollar. Yesterday we fell to a low of 136.10, but we drove higher and broke resistance at 137.20, and the break was retained overnight, and this morning we open higher around 137.50. The question now is, how much higher might that sterling rally have to go? Stateside, things are pretty quiet at the moment. Powell will be on later today after the Fed meeting finishes. And we're not expecting any change in Fed policy, but he's likely to confirm that the Fed is not too worried about the prospects of rising inflation at the moment, and he's likely to reiterate that the Fed remains ready to act with further economic support as and when necessary. The IMF's been on. They're concerned about the Eurozone recovery. Their worry is over the new strains of COVID. While the Eurozone may be protecting itself, it may just be delaying the inevitable effects on their recovery from the South African and Brazilian strains. As I mentioned earlier, Merkel admitted that the virus is out of control. This comes as Germany passed their own pretty grisly milestone of 50,000 deaths. She also admitted that mistakes have been made, and indeed that the vaccine rollout has been too slow. Meanwhile, euro dollar rose to 121.75 yesterday, but it's run into a little bit of resistance around this level over the past week or so, and yesterday was no different. We topped out around there and pulled back a bit. We kick off this morning from around 121.50. Right, that's it from me. Have a great day. Don't miss the snow too much. It might come back at the weekend. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.